Hello, Bucs fans. I just went through a whole 9-second spiel and realized my microphone wasn't plugged in. We're going to get started here in about a minute and a half. Teams are warming up. We are coming to you from Baxter Arena, home of the UNO Mavericks, Nebraska, Omaha. We're going to get started, like I said, in about a minute here. I'm still doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, trying not to mess too much stuff up, but I am another late night tonight as far as all the extras. Just single camera, running the laptop from a kind of an end, not so much a corner here, but an end. So I'll try to do my best to give you guys the best experience we can with what we got. But we'll be starting up here in, like I said, about 30 seconds. And there's our view of the rink. I'll zoom out a little bit for you. Give you a heads up of where I'm at. I am at one end, like I mentioned. So we will be working hard to get all of the angles and such. There is a blind spot for me way down in that corner. Like I said, I'll do my best to get it, but there's a doorway with a couple poles right in the middle of the goal. So no goal cam tonight. We're gonna had some issues when I logged into this today, and there we go. Maybe that's a little better for everybody. Apologize for that. There's just some issues when I logged in here. So again, I apologize for some of that stuff. I'm trying to fix it. The game prior to us was a 10U playoff game, and it went to overtime. So they were a little late doing that, giving away their medals and such on the ice, which is why we had the late start. But do my best to give you the times and the penalties and such. Like I said, light crew, light action. There's that view I was talking about earlier. Looking at the downtown UNO campus. But we're going to play some hockey. Tonight's matchup, we got the Bucs against Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls in their navy with orange and white trim. Bucs are in the white, with red bruisers, white socks. Puck is in the far corner with Hazel. Sioux Falls come out pretty aggressive. Centering pass doesn't get through. We go along the half wall there. Shizzle dispossesses at the blue line. Benning clears the zone, carries it through. Gets possession here. There are some duplicate lines. There's a curling rink, and they have their own black line, which is really close to the blue line. So I don't doubt there will be some confusion. Benning along the near boards gets puck taken away at center ice. There's a backhand shot, saved by Uriah Ford. Puck's into the corner. Kaiser with it. Plays along the near side. Benning can't control it at center ice. Sioux Falls battling along the blue line. Possession, some passing. Sioux Falls with a shot, hits Kaiser in the knees. Brody Burns flicks it out past the Flyer. Going to give chase along the near boards. Tries to get it to his teammate. Burns gets taken out at the blue line, grabs his head. We're going to get a penalty here to Sioux Falls. Let's see what the signal, if he gives the signal. I'm going to guess roughing. That's the call. Burns skates to the bench, hanging on to his head. Let's see if I can get any better here. There's a net with the glass and all of the stanchions. Oh, we're going to get a major, it looks like. Contact to the head. They have 2 in the box right now. So it looks like we're going to get a 90-second power play, followed by that kid sitting a little bit longer. Puck goes in behind the net, brought out to Aiden Lambert in the corner. Lambert still with it in the corner. Loses momentarily behind the net, gathered by the Flyers. Rick Emperor pressures along the half wall. Puck is still there. Lambert sends it in around the boards between Sioux Falls. Down the ice on, I'd call that a shot, on net. Kaiser carries on the far boards, hits a Flyer on the way out. Lambert with it. Back to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper, diagonal pass off the wall. E-wing pressure halfway through. Puck comes in around the boards. Ray Kemper with it up to Lambert. Lambert flicks on to E-wing. Heron stays onside. E-wing dumps it in deep. Plays it around to Ray Kemper at the blue line, sends it in. Lambert can't flick it on. Sioux Falls still with it. We have a 5-on-4. Nothing's up on the board as far as how much time is left. The power play. E-wing carries it in between the face-off circles. Sioux Falls takes it away. Sioux Falls skater on the ice. Full 5-on-5. Teese with it on the end, gathered up by Ewing. Carries it around, backhands it through center ice. Heron's giving chase to the corner. Centering pass never gets through. Flyers coming the other way with it. Teese loses his edge on the blue line. Hazel pressures the centering pass, causes it to go to the corner. Heron with it, sends it around the near boards. Maine can't keep it in, hence with the back check. Gets tripped up as he enters the zone. Puck is still loose in the offensive zone. Stolen by Teese briefly. Clears the zone to the Flyers. Centering pass, good pass, shot misses the net. Arms aren't up. Puck still in the zone, hence dispossesses at the blue line. Hazel gets the stick on a weak shot. Sends it all the way down for an icing. So I mentioned I'm about a third of the way from right now. We're currently our defending zone. So I got about 200 degrees of camera to work with. So I apologize if there's some stuff behind our net here. Deacon Benning with the face-off win. Everett Kaiser battling on the far boards. Intercepts, shot in the middle, carries it out of the zone, up to Benning along the right side. Flyer slams into the boards on their own accord. Shizzle and Burke on the far side. Puck comes across the ice. Gathered up by Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper pass to Shizzle well behind him. Shizzle tries the centering pass off the wall, misses completely. Flyers are on a change, so they have one back there. Reckhemper gets a stick in the way. Good little poke check. Flyers clear the zone for us. Cross ice pass. Shizzle pressure. Burke steals it away. Up to Shizzle, met at the blue line, but the puck clears the zone. Reckhemper behind his own net. Diagonal to Ewing. Lambert's going to give chase. Flyer steps in front of that. Ewing meets him at the blue line. Puck clears out of the zone. Bucs have to clear also. Intercepted by Tease. Tease with a shot from the point. He had wide open room in front. Heron checks into the boards. Puck comes to the Flyers, who carry it through the neutral zone. There's a shot. Good glove save by Ford. No icing as the shot goes into the goalkeeper's stick, plays it off to the side. They're going to send it the other way. Say that it's tipped. Benning and Hentz meet in the corner. Benning comes out with it. Carries it to the right side. Lambert cut into the middle. Evan Burke. Chips and chases into the attacking zone before it's taken away by the Flyer. Benning tries to get the puck taken away, and we're going to get offsides at the blue line. Kaiser smashes it against the boards. Grant walked with it. Grant's going to carry out of the zone. West Main picks up. Burke Main walked. Puck goes in behind the net. Burke back there. Passes back out to Hazel. Hazel with the shot. Misses to the left of the net. Weak pass. Doesn't find its mark. Referee says it was tipped. No icing. Hazel back to retrieve. Carries it up to Watt. It's got Burke behind him. West Main on the backside. Grant Watt gets taken down. Draws a penalty. And we're going to get our second penalty for a hook. .253 left to go here in the first period. A very fast first period, not a lot of stoppages. Bucs are going to go on another power play. Shizzle, Ewing, Heron, Reckhemper, and Hentz on the ice. I have yet to see Brody Burns make his return. Adjusts the lines a little bit. Ewing with it at the dots. Flyer back, hence enough to disrupt the shot wide. Reckhemper's going the other way with the rebound. Gets it over to Shizzle. There's a shot, hits a flyer in front, misses wide of the net. Centering pass to Shizzle. Shizzle gets a goal. Shizzle on the pass from, I believe it was Ewing. Let's see what kind of terrible replay I can show you there, but Ewing with the pass and Shizzle just keeps going after it. Bucs go on top, 1-0 early. Excuse me, late. We are late in this first period. Puck around the near boards. Loose for Burns. He does come back out after that one. Puck goes all the way around the end. Shot way into the corner. Never on target. Reckhemper back to retrieve. Met by a couple flyers. Ewing over to Burns. Carrying it through the far side. Lambert to his right. Burn met at the blue line. Sends it in deep for the Flyers to retrieve. Lambert says, I'll take the next one. Ewing again behind the net. Tries a wraparound. Reckhemper keeps it in along the near boards, pushes it back to Ewing. Lambert there, giving chase. Boston, Ewing sends it all the way around, too hard. It's going to come all the way back down to our end. It's one way to clear the zone, I guess. Reckhemper sends a high pass up to Ewing. Puck goes, still on the blue line. I thought it went into the bench. Apologies. Reckhemper over to Hentz, misplays it. Offsides. There it was. The blue-black line. I knew there'd be at least one. Tease with it. Up to Heron, gets puck picked at the blue line. Yeah, Maine's offsides. That worked against us there. Blue line, black line. I believe the referee called the black line offsides in that one. Nonetheless, face off to the zone. We're not going to change their minds. It's a shot by Walk, saved by the Flyers goalie and his glove on his left side. And frozen. We're down to 23 seconds left to go in the period. Bucs on top 1-0. Offsides. Shot from the Flyers, blocked away by Ford, cleared out by Teese, and that's going to be the end of the period. A little extracurriculars at the end of the period. Not sure what the refs are going to call there, but we'll be back here in just a moment for the second period. All right, we're back for the second period. Some extracurriculars at the end of the first period led to a coincidental minors for Sioux Falls and Des Moines. Looks like it was Grant walked and number 55 for Sioux Falls. While we have a break in the action and they get the penalties figured out, Scarlett has sent me a few more jokes that we're trying to get in for the period. First one here is, why did the forward bring string to the game? To tie up the score. Thank you, Scarlett, for that one. Hopefully that doesn't happen in this game. Bucs lead 1-0, start of the second period. Reckamper with it on the near side. Benning tries to keep it in. Sioux Falls going the other way. One gets behind the defense. Hazel's there. There's a shot and a save by Ford. Great save by Raya Ford. Benning pressures at the blue line against the much bigger Sioux Falls player. Hazel's bringing it up out of the zone. Flyers send it back the other way. Reckamper's going to give chase with a flyer on his back. Cross ice pass to Burt. A little too hard. Flyers get it in between face-off dots. Shot and a blocker saved by Ford over into the corner. Bucs clear the zone. Carries it in behind the net. Gathered up by Reckamper. Collision in the face-off dot. Puck is loose. Flyers grab it and send it deep into the corner. Hazel stands his player up. Puck is gathered up by Ford and frozen. Both penalties have expired. We're at 10:22 left in the period. Bucs lead 1-0 thanks to a goal from Ken Chisel. It's a shot blocked by Heron in between the dots. Clears out a long diagonal. Aiden Lambert gives chase, overskates it. Ewing slows up the press a little bit. Lambert gets it at center ice. Tries to do-si-do around. And we're going to get an offsides by Lambert, just a half a step. Score update for you. Indiana's leading Ohio State 13-10 halfway through the third quarter. For those that care about the Big Ten championship game. Tease with it, center ice. Over to Lambert. Flyer comes and takes it away before Tease knocks it out with the stick. Ewing tries the toe drag. Tease's pass can't connect with Lambert. Ewing's there. Lambert sends it in behind the net. Hence with the shot, hits the Flyer in the skate. Burns pass to Lambert, intercepted by the Flyers. Hence, Tease, we're going to get an icing call and come down the other way. Puck sent down the ice. We're going to get another icing call gathered up by Kaiser. 8:43 left to go in this game. Walked, Maine, Heron, Hazel, and Kaiser out on the ice. Walked with it in the corner. Backhand to Maine, doesn't get through. West behind the net. We're going to get an ice as long as it doesn't touch Ford. This is a foot to the left. But a foot's as good as an inch or a mile for an icing call. Walk wins it back to Kaiser. Hits a flyer on the way to the net. Main in the corner. Walked with the shot. Glove saved by the flyer. And held. Good save. Walk takes the face off. Wins it over to Maine. Still in the circle. Walked. Sends it in deep. Maine retrieves. Puck comes straight off the boards. Both players over skate. And the Flyers clear the zone with a 3-on-2. Go the other way with it. Cleared out. Heron gets the edge of his stick on it. Centering pass kicked by a Flyer. Heron pokes it away inside the zone before it's met by Walked at the blue line with a Flyer. Puck along the near boards. Bucs with a 2-on-1. Walk centering pass to Heron. Heron with a shot. Goal! Grant Walked with a great assist to Graham Heron for the goal. That's how you do a 2-on-1. And that's how you put one in the back of the net. Great passing, great heads up. Heron Walked. Bucs go up 2-0. See if the Bucs can add to that lead quickly. 7:15 left to go here in the period. Flyers going with it. They go the other way. Ford with a great kick save. Puck is still loose in the corner. Burke hits it with his body. Back to the Flyers at point. Misses wide of the net. Reckhemper with it. Centering pass gathered by Hetz. Coming along the near boards. All the way through into the offensive zone. That's poke checks, backhand in between the net. Benning with a shot, misses wide. Shizzle pressuring, and then we're going to get a clearance. No icing. High chip over. Puck's going to go in the defensive zone for the Flyers. They're going to send it all the way back. Cam Hentz intercepts at center ice. Burke gets it along the far blue line into the far corner. Gathered up. Puck is loose, gathered up. And a little bit of debauchery after the whistle. Be very happy if I didn't have to move this camera from this spot. This is where we want the puck to be. Puck loose in the middle. Still with it. Lambert fighting. Ewing fighting. Looks like Teese is fighting. Burns with it along the far side. Wraps it around. Can't clear the zone. It does clear the zone. Sad referee standing down there. It's just hard to see in that far corner. The offsides is the call. 5:14 left to go in the period. Bucs on top 2-0. Puck along the far boards. Lots of players there. Puck's very loose. Shot saved by Ford off his shin. We're going to get a penalty on. It looks like number 34, 84. 84 Sioux Falls. I wasn't quite sure what the penalty was, but Brody Burns draws the penalty for the Bucs. Ewing with the face-off. Shot misses wide of the net. Heron there to retrieve. Hence knocks the flyer down. Sioux Falls starting to light it up. Walked at center ice. Carries it through. Looks like Hentz. Yep, that was Hentz. Gets a stick in there. Heron gives a long pass to Walked. Pushes it ahead. And we're going to get an icing. So we'll go all the way down to the other end. 4 minutes ago. Icing call, 4 minutes to go here in the period. 2-0. .38 seconds left on the power play. Got Walked, Ewing, Heron out there along with Hazel and Hentz. Boston wins the face-off into the corner. Walked there to retrieve. Ewing tries to center it up. Hentz pulled down from behind. No call there, going the other way. Heron going in down the end line. Backhand in front of the net. There's a shot. Walk. Good save by the Flyers goalie. Good opportunity. Hentz with a shot to the dots. Heron sandwich Walked with it. Walked gets shoved down with a straight push. It's pretty high. Benning for the face-off. Wins it to Shizzle between the dots. Dispossessed by the Flyers. Redkemper gives chase to the far side. Poke checks away into the corner. Bodies into the boards. Benning gets taken down from behind. Refs are starting to let this go. Under 3 to go. Bucs lead 2-0. Possession in their own end. Puck loose in between the dots, gathered by the Flyers on the near side. Puck squirts around. Benning gathers it at the point. Can't clear the zone. Flyers send it back in. Looks like Burke has it at the far side. Going to carry it through his defensive zone. Hits a Flyer in the skate. Shizzle goes. Hustle play. There's a shot low that's... Let's get control here. Got some extracurriculars going on. We're going to get a couple things here. Benning's going to get one. Smallest kid on the ice. Sioux Falls is going to get one. Five on five, coincidentals. Minute 54 left to go. All of that. We're just going to get Benning and the Flyer. And I don't even think Benning was part of it. Sioux Falls doesn't want to put their 5th player on the ice. So just under 2 minutes to go. Burns. Ewing, Lambert out there. Kaiser and Reckhemper. Reckhemper with a shot on net. Deflected out. Brody works his way over to the other side. Lambert tries to send it in behind the net. Sioux Falls with an opportunity. Centering pass works its way to the point. Flyer at the end line misses the stick and goes all the way to the near boards. Action down on that corner, can't see it. Looks like a shot in from the point. Finds its way into the corner for Reckhemper. Puck is still loose behind the net. Lambert there, Sioux Falls with the shot. Hits the side of the net, bounces to the corner to Ewing. Ewing finally gets solid possession of it, carries it out of the zone. Comes in, backhand shot, deflection by Lambert and in! Well, Ewing to Lambert, beats the goalie on the backside. Bucs on top 3-0 here in the second period. 31 seconds to go. Walked Heron, Maine. Heron with a shoulder behind the net, takes a wrap around. Let's keep the arms down. 12 seconds to go here in the third. Let's see if we can get another one. Walk to main, miscommunication, puck squirts free. Hazel back there, 5 seconds to go. Sends it on the long diagonal to Heron. Gets an Olay. We're going to get curriculars. More action at the end of a period. Get him out here. We'll be back for the start of the third, and I hope to have some more information for you when we do. We're back for the start of the third. I don't have any more information than what happened, except there is a flyer in the box for one penalty. But we're going to start the third period anyway at 3-0. Just managed this 12 minutes, and we're going to play in a championship tomorrow at 2:30 against Omaha. Heron gets it on the far side. Keeps the puck in the zone, pokes it away with a great poke check shot. Misses wide of the net. Over into the corner. Clears the zone to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper, tricky pass there. Kaiser carries it into the attacking zone. Takes a shot, goes behind the net. Follows up his own shot. Bucs clear the zone. Walked with it. Shot misses wide of the net. Bounces around to the half wall, kept in by Reckhemper. Walks still with it. Takes a shot from the top of the face-off circles on net, covered up by the goalie. Another long break in the action. Nope. We'll get you on the next one here. Shot on net from Hentz, misses wide of the mark. Into the far corner. Hentz met at the blue line with the flyer or two in front of their own bench. Benning and Shizzle there to help out. Puck scores to Shizzle's stick, moves it all the way down the line in front of the scorer's bench. Evan with a great poke check. Beats his defender on the far side, works to his forehand, centering pass. Never gets through the Shizzle as it's gobbled up by the goalie. Well, we have a line change here. Comes Scarlett's second joke of the game. Why did the Zamboni get a promotion? It always cleaned up after others. That's right, the Zamboni cleans the ice. Thank you for that one, Scarlett. We do have one more towards the end of the period, so be sure to stay tuned. Puck jumps over Hence's stick, gets into the neutral zone. Bucs have to clear out. Lambert to Teese. Teese with the long diagonal. Burns can't get to it. Lambert there. Shot from E-wing. Low. Deflected off to the side. Lambert fighting with a couple flyers behind the net. Comes out to Hentz at the point. Hentz sends it in off glass behind the net. Puck still there. Centering shot to Burns. Never gets through. And it's covered up by the goalie. Nine minutes to go here in the game. Bucs lead 3-0. As mentioned, a win here puts us in the championship tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. It will be against Omaha, a rematch of this morning's game. Looks like puck went into the net. The offensive zone, so the face-off will be the offensive dot. Flyers get possession at their own zone, clear it out to neutral ice, where it's gathered by Blake Raykemper. Diagonal to Lambert, gets it out of the zone. Flyers retrieve it. Enter with speed, centering pass. Ooh, dangerously close to that far corner. Ends up going all the way out of the zone. Lambert picks it with the stick. Puck gets behind the net. Raykemper up to E-wing, center ice, middle of the ice. Still with it. Sorry about that. Camera fell off the bench. I'll readjust. I believe Lambert has it in the corner. Puck can't keep it. Looks like Burns lost a stick. Lambert trying to get it. Oh, looks like Brody has a broken stick down there. West Main comes on the ice and gets met at the blue line, says hello. Hazel, Heron switch spots. Hazel takes it into the offensive zone, loses it off the end of the toe. Puck is loose momentarily, pushed off into the corner. Heron with it. Sends it up along the near boards as Bucs are changing behind. West Main skating across the ice with the flyer. Walked. It's a check. Let's communicate here, boys. Walked with it up to West Main on the far side. Can't control the pass. And we're going to get absolutely boarding. Well, we're just going to get a roughing. The initial signal is a roughing. That's a check from behind. Should be at least a major. See if the call here is. No, No signal, really. We just got a 5-minute major. We don't know what we have yet. Looks like just a minor. These officials are, I don't know. Like, these are dangerous checks from behind. There's a shot blocked by Ford. Great shot. Got a flyer on the ice right in front of me here. Ooh, looks like a knee injury. He is in quite a bit of pain. We're just going to leave it right here. Flyer, he's trying to get up. He is right in front here. Trying to put some weight on it. You'll see him skating by. Referees are discussing something. Gonna have neutral zone face-off. Bucs had the possession. Bucs are still on the power play. 1:14 to go in that. 6:19 to go in the game. Heron walked and Main on the ice along with Kaiser and Teese. Pass up to Heron on the far side. Goes into the dots, takes a shot, deflected in front. Walked, winds up for a shot. Heron backhands it and gobbled up by the goalie. Heron's initial shot bounced back, came to walk, wound up. Didn't get a lot on it, but caused enough for a rebound for Heron's backhand. Penalty's about half over. Teese with it at the blue line, passes it over to Kaiser. Kaiser takes a shot, hits a flyer in the back. They're going to come the other way with it. Send it in all the way behind the net. It's going to be gathered up by Teese. Kaiser flips it into the zone and gives chase before he falls down. Teese with it at center ice. Pass behind Benning, gathered by the Flyer. Tries to clear. Benning in the way, and he puts it in the net. Deacon Benning with a hustle play, puts it in the back of the net and gives the Bucs a 4-0 lead. Nothing but a hustle play. Stuck with the pressure. Bounced off of him. Got possession and beats the goalie. Bucs on top 4-0, 5 minutes to go. Kemper diagonal to Burke. Little toe drag action, gets it behind the net. Shizzle in front, misses the shot. Hentz with a snap shot. Hits the goalie, bounces a free. Flyers get possession, coming through the neutral zone. Hentz stands up in front of their own net, in front of their own bench, excuse me. Okay, boys, just get possession. Reckhemper still with it. Takes a shot from inside the dots. This is wide of the net. Henning backhands it in. Flyers going the other way with it. Long pass too far in front of their own player. Reckhemper to Burke. Burke flicked it off the wall. Carries it down the center of the ice. Crosses over. Pulls it back to Reckhemper. Reckhemper with the shot high up over the net. Shizzle keeps it in. Shot from Hentz while the Bucs are changing behind. Rebound in front. Puck still loose. Squirts out to Hentz. 3.5 to go here in the third. Hentz takes away in between the dots. Excuse me, that was Ewing. Benning with it now. Pushes it in behind the net. Bucs changing behind the play. Three minutes to go here in the period. One coming hard after Burns clears it out. Teams are at full strength. Penalties over. We're going to get, ooh, that should have been a penalty on Cam. No call at the blue line. Hazel with it. Flyers screwed it free. Hazel comes back with it. Up along the near boards. Caught at the point. Shot in. Blockered away by Ford. Burns collects behind the net. Sends it along the boards a little too hard. We're going to get an icing call. 2:16 to go here in the period. Bucs on top, 4-0. Hey, be smart, White. Aaron. Where's Jensen? Where's Walker? Puck goes up into the bench for a stop. Two minutes ago here in the game. Bucs on top 4-0. Defensive zone face-off. Taken by Ewing. Lambert and Ewing out for pressure. Kaiser pushes it out to the corner. Hazel there. Lambert flicks it on behind a Flyer, going the other way with it along the near boards. Tries a little toe drag. Flyers get it out. Hazel can't quite keep it in. Burns' pass intercepted. Flyers overskate. 90 seconds to go. High pass. Going to get an icing call. Going to go to the other end. Be smart, White. Walk to take the face off. Kaiser shot. Main pushes it in behind the net. Heron there in the corner. Flyer coming through the neutral zone. Kaiser forces a hot pass into the corner. Hazel there to retrieve. Pass center to Kaiser. Knocked down by Heron. Heron with the diagonal pass to Walk on the far side. He's met by a couple Flyers as we go under a minute to go. Flyers coming the other way, 1-on-4. Poke checked away, gathered by Hazel. Hazel with the long pass out of the zone. Main up to Heron. Heron in a foot race, can't get to it. Shot hits the side of the post, bounces back to him, still in the corner. Backhands it deep, 30 seconds to go, still poke checking. In front of the net, covered up, and we're gonna get a face-off. 26 seconds to go. Just in time for our final joke of the day from Scarlett. Here it comes. What do you get when you cross a hockey player with a magician? Someone who can disappear into the box. They're referencing a penalty box there, and sometimes kids that go in there want to disappear. Shot by the Flyer, misses high over the net. Looking for a check. Heron has nothing to do with it, clears the zone. We're going to get an icing call with 8 seconds to go. Hey, be smart, White. Protect the puck. Protect the puck. Walk wins the faceoff into the Ducks. Flyers with a shot gloved by Ford and frozen for 2 seconds. Raya Ford's gonna get hopefully another shutout. 4-0 over the Flyers. Puck is there. Heron sends it back and pushes it away. And the Bucs take this one 4-0. Finish the weekend pool play with a 3-1 record. They will play tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. We'll get the link out to family and whatnot probably in the morning. But thanks for tuning in on this late Saturday night. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will see all of you tomorrow at 2:30. For Nick Heron and Scarlett Heron for back in Iowa, we appreciate you watching. Go Bucs.